one I'll tell you guys is when I lived in my very first house. It was when I was in middle school, actually. I don't know, I have this very eerie feeling, and I usually like to walk up to the school by 7:45 because it takes me like 10 minutes to get there, and even though the school like exactly like in front of my neighborhood, and I was on like the 4th house on the right or the 3rd house on the right, so on the left, my right, the left if you're looking down from the school. But I had forgot to put on deodorant, and so I like haul it back up to inside the house and up to my mom's room because that's where I kept all my stuff. So I went up there, and my mom, okay, y'all see, ouch, y'all see my headboard, right? Her headboard was like an oval, like a half moon, but like not up, like the half moon is like this. And I just kept getting this really, really eerie feeling. Like, I had never had any experiences in this house besides this one, which is crazy. I was just like looking in the mirror. I'm like this, putting on my deodorant, but I don't know, I just feel like I'm being watched. Like, I feel this really strong, like somebody's watching me. And so I put this arm down, and I go to put it on this one, and I'm almost done, and right before I get finished, I'm looking in the mirror, and at the bottom of it, I see like this little white silhouette, or like a little person or something. It was so crazy. Like, they just crawled really, really fast to the other side, and it's crazy because I heard it. Like, I heard the little poo 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 to the next side. I turned around so fast, and I looked. Nothing was there. And it was crazy because, like, I seen it kind of peek out before it went. And it wasn't my dog, because I was always the last one to leave the house. And somebody would take him out before everybody left for work and for school. And my other brother, he wasn't in school, and he just stayed with us. He would, excuse me, eventually take him out and let him roam around and just do his thing. Because we only put him in the cage to sleep, and any other time of the day he was just out, unless he got in trouble. So it wasn't my dog, and my dog didn't bark or anything. He only barked when I ran down the stairs, because he usually always does that because he wants us to like let him out. But I like hauled it so fast down those stairs, y'all. I was so scared. My second experience was I was at my dad's house. I was asleep, and this particular night, I don't know what it was. I really kept hearing, like, I'm sleeping. I'm facing y'all. I'm sleeping, and behind me is the door, and we have wooden floors. And I just kept hearing somebody like literally just like walk behind me, like back and forth, like somebody was just pacing the floor, walking back and forth. And I would get up, I would jump up and try to see something so it wouldn't nothing like disappear before I seen it. And it was just never anything there. And like, I even flipped the light on, turned that way, and just laid there. And whenever I heard it, I would like peek one eye open and try to catch it. Never saw anything, but I would even like just sit there and stare at it and still hear, like clear as day, footsteps walking. And I'm like, what the heck? I look on the floor, I don't see anything on the floor, I just hear it creaking. This is early in the night, like 3. My dad is asleep, I hear the TV, I hear him snoring. I'm the only one awake in the house, and I hear these footsteps. So crazy. And the third one is, so this is by far the freakiest one, because like I told y'all, the ghost who I felt in my room, who I seen his like silhouette come and like walk in front of my bed and look at me, y'all, like I said, I'll be fine as long as it doesn't touch me. So I'm gonna tell y'all what happened with this one. So I heard the footsteps again, right? And I was sleeping on my back. And some people may call this sleep paralysis. I don't think it was sleep paralysis, because it was like I could move one one half of my body. So I'm sleeping, and it's like I hear somebody, or I feel a presence just like standing right here, and they're like looking down at me. I feel this, I don't see it, and so my eyes just jump open, and I feel somebody sit on the bed, but it was like they partially sat on my leg, like my hip and my leg, like my hip and my thigh. They sat right there. So it's like I couldn't move my left leg or my left arm either. But I could go like this. Like I could reach over, and I could like kind of pick up my head a little. And the thing that really freaked me out, I didn't see anybody. And what really freaked me out is because I screamed. I tried to scream, and I could not scream. Now, I know what sleep paralysis is. Like, I felt myself fighting it, but it wasn't sleep paralysis because, you know, you're just there, like your mind wakes up before your body. No, I was awake, but it was like something was covering my mouth, and I couldn't open my mouth, but I could hear myself screaming, and it was like I tried to get up. Or I was moving, like I was trying to like roll over or something, but I couldn't. Like I just could not get this thing off of me. And like right when I stopped, like I didn't stop fighting it, but I don't know, I guess it was like I heard my brother come in. He was coming in the house, and right when I heard that, boom, it just went away. My heart was pounding like a mile a minute. I was so scared. And like I told you, I was still trying to get up. Like right when he like came in the house, like I could get up. And it wasn't like a sleep process where like I wake up or I fall back asleep. No, it was just like I got up from what was ever like holding me down immediately. And it was so scary. And it was so crazy because like you know how you can feel somebody like sit on you. It was so crazy, y'all. But that's not all. I have one more. Sorry, I kind of forgot about the one I told y'all I was gonna tell you at my cousin's house. Pregnancy brain, sorry. But at my cousin's house, it was me and my boyfriend. We was in the living room watching TV, and in the room I was staying in, my purse, like, y'all have probably seen my purse. It's like this huge jelly. You know the Louis Vuitton Speedy? It's that shape. It's really big. It's like this big and like that tall. I keep a lot of junk in there. It's very heavy. And it was on the edge of the dresser. It wasn't on the edge. It was more on the corner. But it was just like literally only two pieces of the bag was hanging off, like these two corners, and the other two were like placed nicely on the thing. There was no way for it to be unbalanced. And my purse is really heavy. Like my boyfriend, he would tell you if he ever has to hand my bag, he would tell you like, oh, why do you keep all this stuff in here? It's so heavy, da 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 da. And we all of a sudden hear something just fall. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? And at first, it sounded like it came from my cousin's room, but it was the opposite way in the room I was staying in. And when me and him are finna go somewhere, I walk in there and I see my bag on the floor, and I'm like, wow, like this was my bag. I was so freaked out. I didn't want to go back without anyone being there when I got back because she had to work, and I eventually took him home. And when I got back, I'm like, oh, it's still dark. Not still dark, but it's still like nobody here. I told my boyfriend, I'm like, babe, I'm scared. I don't want to be alone. And so like when we came back, I was like very paranoid. Like you have to have some, like, it takes force to just throw my bag off. And the bag, okay, so the dresser, the floor. The bag didn't just fall like this. The bag fell like this. Like somebody had to push it off and it had to fall. And that's just so creepy to me. I was so scared. I didn't want to tell her. I don't think I told her because I didn't want to freak her out. And like I used to hear like some thumps going on or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and I'm very sensitive to these things, and so they know that I can, you know, sense them, so they like to make noise. Because I don't know how these people, you know, I don't know what went on before I went there, and I don't usually ask people about paranormal stuff because they tend to get freaked out and don't want to know. So, hey. Like, I just went out of town, and I was like, oh, let's go to a haunted house. Like, the place is old, and whenever you go to somewhere old, there's bound to be plantation homes. Or at least in the South where I live, like Georgia, we have plantation homes. Slavery, it's nothing new. Slavery happened, and, you know, ghosts still linger. And just like anything traumatic, really, like Civil War, slavery, any war, really, or just a tragic thing that happened. So, yeah. But that's pretty much it, you guys. I don't really have any more activity. But like they say, usually when you talk about it, you open it back up. So, who knows? Y'all might get another video. Y'all might not. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. Please do like, subscribe. And also, y'all love to share with me y'all's paranormal experiences in the comments. And I love to read them because we're all just some weird, freaky people who are just obsessed with the dead. So, do share it. And thank you guys so much for watching.
So back to what I was saying. This could be us, but you playing. This could be us, but you playing. I'm high, but I don't sound crazy. Fuck what them niggas was saying.